Everyone's an asshole. Everyone. And everyone has this opinion where it's like, I grew up in Austin. I grew up in New York. I know pizza. It's like things that are done traditionally are generally bad, right?
I'm here in Austin. It's like 35 degrees and about 80% humidity. Nonetheless, I'm looking for some barbecue to have outdoors in a nice non-air conditioned environment. And the man to talk to about that here is Matthew Hyland. He's the guy behind Emily Pizza and Burgers in New York City, which we went to in Brooklyn. And now he's here in Austin and he started Cy BBQ, which is a tiny little barbecue truck, which is apparently doing some of the best barbecue in town. Let's go meet him and let's go have some. Tell me why you decided to pivot and start making Texas barbecue.
We had this, we took over a restaurant space that actually had a smoker, right? And we're opening a Chinese restaurant that had a smoker. We're like, why don't we just try to do some Texas barbecue? We met Johnathan, our pit guy, through our general manager, and then he started smoking, and like we instantly had a great bond with him. We're like, let's open a little barbecue truck on the patio, and it kind of just went from there, you know? And people were like, well, why would you open a Texas barbecue place in Austin, which is arguably the best barbecue you can get? It's just like, I don't know. I mean, I opened a pizza place in New York.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't know. It's just I mean, like, it's just like, there's good stuff here. There's knowledgeable people. There's knowledgeable people about New York, pizza in New York. It's like, they know how to make it, they know how to do it. Like, I learned how to make pizza. It's like, you get knowledgeable people how to make barbecue here. Like, why would I go somewhere else and have people who don't know how to make barbecue to somewhere else? Like, people know how to do it here. They do it really well. And Johnathan's a great guy. So we're just like, okay, well, let's go for it, you know?
Did you find any parallels learning to do something that's so emblematic of this city, you know, here as you did with pizza in New York as well?
Everyone's an asshole. Everyone. And everyone has this opinion where it's like, I grew up in Austin. I grew up in New York. I know pizza. It's like, I can grow up anywhere and know what a good tasting thing is or bad tasting thing is. Like, I don't care where you grew up. Like, it doesn't mean you know good anything if you grew up there. It's like, you're from Australia. It's like, does that mean you know good, like, you don't know good
coffee
pizza? Or you know, like I said, you come to a place, it's like, oh, well, I don't know the difference between this crappy pizza and this good pizza because I'm Australian. It's like, what bullshit logic is that? Right? So it's just like, if it's really good and it's done right and it's done with love and like you can taste that, it doesn't matter where you're from, you know? So.
And the various versions that you do of things, I've noticed, you know, from the pizza place and the burgers that you do and this, you like to do a non-traditional but slightly different version. Is that kind of, do you think that's sort of your signature, is taking traditional things and putting your own twang to them?
A little bit. I think things that are done traditionally are generally bad, right? Because they've been doing it for, like, let's say they've been doing it 100 years. It doesn't mean they've corrected a wrongness or they've corrected anything that could be done better. It's just been doing that for so long. I think this is how we do it. It's like, well, that's not necessarily the right way to do it. I mean, Neapolitan pizza from Naples is maybe like 125 years old, right? It's not that old, maybe more, maybe 150 years old. It's like, they do a good job, but like there's better things you can do, right? You don't have to use this type of like one type of flour and this type of one type of tomato and this type of one type of mozzarella. Like that works for Naples because they're in Naples, right? But then once you start going outside of Naples, you start going to like other countries and start trying to replicate that profile. So it's like, well, we don't get those type of tomatoes, but we have these better tomatoes here we can use, right? And we don't get that type of mozzarella, that great mozzarella we have in Naples, but we have this other type of mozzarella that's better here, right? Or so just kind of like, it's like you don't have to follow the tradition of whatever they've been doing because they're doing it right for where they are.
Tell me about you started your original pizza place with your now ex-wife.
Yeah, Emily. Yep. 2014.
Yes, and now this with your current wife. Is this a partnership?
Yeah. So Simone and I are husband and wife.
Yes. I mean, is this both of yours? I should say.
So we co-own the barbecue truck, and then Jonathan's our head chef and our pit guy. He does all the smoking, all this stuff.
So what are the sort of, I would say, what are the pitfalls? What are the advantages or disadvantages of starting a business with the person that you're with, your partner?
It can be stressful. Starting the business with Emily. Emily is a very talented writer and yoga teacher, right? She didn't have a ton of restaurant experience, and she did, she jumped right in on it and did everything that like she was asked to do, and like took agency over like making stuff really good and all this stuff. Simone has been in the restaurant industry for 15 years or so. So like she knows the industry, and she took it a little. She just like knew what to do more instinctively when it comes to like just having a restaurant and things like that. So it wasn't necessarily that it was a partnership that was like, it didn't work out because Emily and I were married, or like it would work out like because of me and Simone. It's just more of like, you know, Simone's just a more skilled in the restaurant side than Emily was. And like Emily had gone on to like publish like a book and everything now. So, and she still has like, she's a yoga studio in Santa Fe. So like she's thriving in what she's really good at. Yeah. Right. So I wouldn't necessarily say that like there's a big like, don't get into business with like your partner, your life partner. It's just more of like, is your life partner like equipped to do the business?
Ooh. Look at this. This looks incredible. Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course. I hope y'all enjoy it.
That looks incredible.
So
we got brisket, we got
ribs. Yeah, we got our beautiful ribs, brisket, smoked turkey breast, flaky roti.
Oh, flaky roti.
Yeah, flaky roti. And then our we were doing a lot of burger pop-ups last summer.
Oh, yeah.
So we had George Motes here. We had Billy Kramer from NFA Burger in Atlanta, and a couple other awesome people. Sammy came down from
oh, brilliant, did he? Yeah. So
Johnathan and Trevor, one of our other guys, they're like, they want to make their perfect version of a burger. So I had no hand in this burger, so it's all them. I was like, you guys have been making a couple hundred burgers a night with George Motes and Billy Kramer. It's just like they wanted to come up with their own burger and not have me like interfere. It's like, here it is. Okay. I think it's an excellent burger.
All right. Well, if you think it's a good burger, then it can't be that fucking bad, can it? Let's eat some of this, and then we're going to go chat to Johnathan after that. Okay, cool.
I was working at Apple, and
cooking barbecue, or
that would be cool.
Yeah.
But I was working at Apple doing tech stuff, and then we all got sent to work from home during COVID. And at that time, I had a lot more time on my hands, so I decided to get a little offset smoker. I just got it from Home Depot for like $200, and just tried it out and just kept going, experimenting every week.
I feel like I get the sense that some people really want to take that risk in life and just follow something that would be more fulfilling to them, but it's very difficult for them to make that transition. And often I think about the idea of regret, and sometimes opportunity cost works in the opposite way with regret. Like if you hadn't made this decision to change your life in such a way, you may have regretted never having done that. Yeah. Did you ever think about that when making the decision to switch out of something that was immediately lucrative to something that was a huge risk?
That's one thing my dad told me. He's, when I was debating and trying to make the switch, he said, just give it a shot. You're young. Give it a shot for 1, 2, 3 years, see what happens. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. At least you tried. You never want to look back 20, 30 years from now and be like, I should have done that. Where else could I have been? Or that could have been me, be so bitter about not taking the chance on yourself. Yeah. So, definitely.
Yeah, the regret of never having made the choice to try.
Yeah, at least try. If whatever happens, if it goes downhill, God forbid, then it's just what is meant to happen. If it, continues to blossom and grow, which it really has been feeling like it has over the past, few years, then, it's just, I'm in the right spot.
Indeed.
And so I don't regret one thing.
Well, thank you so much for lunch today. I don't regret one thing about it either. How about that?
Yeah.
It was great to meet you.
Yeah, great.
I really appreciate the tour around.
I think we make the best ribs in ever. Our
best ribs in ever.
In ever. I was going to say in Texas, but it's more than that.
It's more than, what is this?
It's an ever. That's our barbecue sauce.
Oh, it's just barbecue sauce.
Yeah. So here's the burnt ends, basically, of the
point,
barbecue.
is it called?
The point, I think, is the other end. This should be the fatty part of the, okay, that's what lagos, but.
It's pretty crazy. It's very, very good. What, have you ever thought about what your last meal would be? I mean, you're a chef.
Yeah,
obviously.
Honestly, maybe like I wouldn't say this burger's like simple. Yeah. Just like a nice, like, it's like got lots of cheese on it. It's got some onions. Or like a margarita pizza, like a cheese pie. Just something where it's just like
straight up margarita.
Yeah, where it's just like can't hide. It's got to be perfect, right? Margarita is like 3 ingredients.
Yep.
Like a good burger is probably like 4 ingredients: cheese, some onions, beef. Like there's no hiding behind like too many toppings or too many of this. Where it's just like the pure perfection of like if you use like the 3 best ingredients you have.
Yeah.
I think that's like my last meal because it's like talented person cooked this to perfection.
Yeah.
And like, it's like they put everything into it, even though it's like super easy.
Yeah, it's a perfect constellation of like the technique, the talent, and the ingredients coming together.
Yeah, perfect French fries.
Yeah, that's just
perfect French fries.
But
just like
there's also something to be said for what I really like is things that are really easy to make, but also easy to fuck up.
oh yeah, a burger.
Right? Like
burger is the iconic.
burger is but
iconic.
also like eggs.
Yep.
I'm not
Eggs.
saying that would be my last meal, but I love eggs so much because eggs. Anyone can cook eggs.
Yep.
But so many people can fuck it up.
Yeah.
So I like those things in life that are really simple. Anyone can do them, but almost everyone messes it up.
Yeah.
What about if you got to pick for your last meal what the context would be, like where you would like to enjoy it? Where would that be?
Somewhere like an outdoor place like this, right?
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Like
Outdoors.
not specifically Think Flamingo.
Yeah.
like an like an outdoor place, like even my backyard. One of my favorite places to go visit. I like go visiting in like the Willamette Valley and Oregon and the wine country.
If you had to repeat 1 year of your life from January 1st tomorrow, and when you go back, you can't change anything. You're just sort of viewing it like you're a spectator,
Okay.
but through your own eyes. What year would that be?
It doesn't matter if it's not negative or positive, correct? Like, would you want to
I would hope that you would pick something positive. I don't know. What do you mean?
Maybe it's like because you're. Oh, you can't change it, but you can view it.
Yeah, you can't change it. Yeah,
I
you're
see.
just reliving that year.
Yeah,
What
I
year
see.
would that be?
Maybe something recent. I think like maybe 2022, maybe. It was a good year. Like we had just moved to Austin. We were playing a lot of tennis. Simone got pregnant with our daughter, and she was born like in December of 22.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, it was just a really great year. My mom turned 75. We had a great party in New Mexico with her, and like we did a lot of fun things that year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a really fun year. So I'll probably go back and look at that again, and just having a pregnant wife is such a fun thing because like the belly's big and you have to sleep on it, and you get little kicks in your face. Like to go back and like kind of feel that again or see that again would be great.
It's still hot. Barbecue was a bad choice. That's not true. Barbecue was a great choice. What I loved about Cy BBQ and Matthew Hyland in general was it was reinvention. He's all about reinvention, He reinvented the pizza to an extent, and he reinvented the burger in New York. And he's done the same thing with barbecue to an extent here in Austin, Texas. But he hasn't just reinvented food, he's reinvented himself. And I'm a big fan of people who are brave enough to take a risk, relocate, change what they're doing, completely shift their lifestyle. He's gone from successful restaurants to unsuccessful marriages to successful marriages and successful restaurants. Even Johnathan, his cook, took a big risk, moving from Apple and then becoming a barbecue chef. I mean, who does that? The question never should have been, why should you open another barbecue place in Austin? The question always should have been, why wouldn't you?